If we look at the earnings that we've announced today, we're happy with 2021. It's been a good year across the board with revenues up mid-teens at 14%, our EBITDA up 18%, good cash generation as well, and a really nice step up in our ESG targets and matrices. As you know, it's an important subject for us. Now, what we're seeing in terms of the market trends is that we actually see pretty robust conditions across the board. As you know, we're very present in all of that has to do with making food nutritious, both for humans and for animals. This is something that doesn't go away, even when there's a lot of supply chain disruptions and inflation topics. That is a part of the economy that keeps on going, and we see that through our numbers.
How would you characterize the inflation pressures you're seeing and expecting in 2022? And if you can give us some detail as to how you plan to offset inflationary pressures in the year ahead with price increases.
Yeah, so what we saw looking back to 2021 was a gradual inflationary environment getting into place, but with Q4, there was quite an acceleration. Now, we managed to offset that pretty rapidly, and to the vast extent. There's a slight impact on our margin in Q4 because of the time lag. But what we're seeing is that this is most likely going to continue, although, it's a question that I know you grapple with every day. What is going to happen to inflation? Now, the way that we handle this is, of course, we have to be very, very good on our cost containment, but as well, we have to pass through price increases. And you may have noticed that in our Q4 numbers, we have a 4% price increase, for instance, in our nutrition business. We will see this continue for the coming future until we have a clearer picture as to the inflationary environment. So we are in a position to respond. We're very focused on doing this, and we need to see how, of course, the overall economic picture develops over the weeks to come.
Yeah, Geraldine, very good morning. It's very interesting because the market has unwound the gains over the last 6 months that you made. And I'm just scratching my head as to why, given the numbers you've delivered this morning. Do you think there's a misunderstanding about your ability to pass through rising raw materials costs?
Well, I think there's a lot of nervousness out there. I mean, and this is maybe a macro nervousness, right? There's a big rotation going on. There's some question marks around maybe overall consumption levels on the back of this inflationary environment, because that's the big question. I mean, as far as we're concerned, our ingredients actually represent a relatively small proportion of the cost of food. In the case of nutrition for humans, it's 1 to 2%. For the animal nutrition part, it's 2 to 3%. So we're not a big element of the cost inflation, but of course, for households, is there going to be a moment where consumption is going to be impacted? And I have the impression that this is partly reflected in the rotation that we're seeing is a bit of those concerns. Now, when you look at the numbers, of course, with these very strong, this strong momentum we're coming into 22 with, and our outlook is very clear. We do expect to deliver in line with our midterm targets of high single-digit EBITDA growth going forward as well. So, with a bit of, I do hope that this nervousness that was maybe around the future developments on our results is going to, be eased today.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.